Back in action, we're back in the action, boys. So real quick before we get started with this is going to be one of those videos that's going to get that little yellow money sign beside it, not the green one. What that means is it's not going to make any money, nor is it going to be shared. It's called demonetization. I don't want to say the word because I feel like when YouTube hears it, I'm real paranoid about YouTube now, man. I feel like when they hear that, they're like, oh, he's about to say something real bad. So anyway, to help that and help reverse the process, I'm pretty sure you can like this video and leave a comment down below. Anyway, we got to get into this, man. First off, I got like a really bad cold right now. That's why I sound bad. And also, we're filming the car because I'm about to tell some crazy stories, and my roommate's already upstairs cooking right now in the kitchen, and she already thinks I'm a pig, so I don't really want to start like telling this story in front of her. So leading into it, man, as you boys might know, if you follow my Instagram's probably right here. If it's not, it's NameBran Clothing. I just went to Vegas with the boys. Then we went for 2 days. We went Friday, Saturday, got back Sunday. So I've been back for a little while now. Got sick, which sucks because I haven't been able to film, but I've gotten up today and I'm like, I gotta do it because I have this crazy Vegas story I gotta tell you. Now, unfortunately, I didn't vlog there. I brought my camera, but everything that we did was just not appropriate for how I'm trying to change my channel up and make it appropriate a bit. So I didn't vlog anything. But I got a crazy story that I thought I'd bring back to Winnipeg and tell y'all about. Long story short, we got up to a lot of mischief. If you guys could tell right here, my nose is all red because I got snuffed in the nose by some wiener. Try not to swear. That's another story on hand. But one thing I wanted to talk to y'all about is a first time experience me and my boy had, which no cap, wait, whoa, I mean, pause, not gay. I'm just gonna bring it back to, it was about 10 o'clock at night, maybe 1 in the morning, and in the morning on Friday, or morning Saturday. My boy and I were sitting in the room. We had just got back from the strip, the Las Vegas Strip, and if you guys don't know about this place, they hand out a lot of cards that have like pictures on them that aren't appropriate, and they say, call this number. So we're sitting there and we're like, I'm all about an experience and a story, you know, like that's my main thing ever. When I'm going on trips, I want a story, and I got that. So we're sitting in the hotel room, we got a bunch of these cards. We're not obviously not gonna collect them when they're handed to us. We're sitting there, we're like, what do we want to do tonight? And we came up to the consensus of maybe we should call one of these cards to see what it's all about. So we did that. Also, to preface this, I left this out. All we were looking for was a dance. That's it. Clothes on, just a dance for the experience, the cheapest thing we could think of. Okay, now I'll continue. So, you know, I'm sitting on the bed, my buddy's sitting on the other bed, and we call it. And this lady answers. I guess she's like a manager to one of these systems or whatever. They're like, all right, girl will be over any minute. What's your number? So I give my number, and you know, we go to the other hotel room that we have two, right? Go to the other one, we're waiting for a little bit, you know? We're getting a few beverages in us. And finally, you know, it's been about an hour, and we got a knock at the door, and I'm like, all right, T, that's my buddy. Go answer it. He's like, no, you answer it. I was like, I don't want to answer it, that's weird. It's creepy. I don't know what to do in this situation, now I'm regretting it all. He goes to the door, she walks in, sits on the chair, pretty formally. Not that casual, to be honest. I could feel that she was like trying to be casual about this, but she wasn't. It was really weirding me out. The first thing she says, she's like, where's $100? Now the thing is, for them to even show up, you gotta pay $100, like just for the show up. I'm kind of shaking at this point. I'm like, all right, here's your money. She's like, now what? I don't know, you tell me, you tell us. I don't know how this works. It's my first time. We just wanted to dance. You know, we could have gone to a club for that, but we wanted the experience of like one of these cards. Two of us boys, you know what I mean? Nothing weird, just dance. So I was like, how much is a dance? She's like, well, how much do you have? And I pointed to a bunch of ones that I had on the table, which apparently was a bad move because that pissed her off right away. She's like, what do you think I am? You think it's like that? I don't know. I asked on the phone to your manager and they said, we'll discuss the price when you come here. So I'm not sure. I'm in the dark here. So anyway, she's like kind of like muttering under her breath, like pretty much like, oh man, I came to a bunch of idiots. You know, I'm not getting anything from this. All of a sudden, another knock comes to the door. We're sitting there. I look at my buddy. Oh, God, buddy. Did they send in another one? I look at her. It's another one of you? She's like, it might be. I open the door, and I'm like, hey, how are you doing? We actually only wanted one. It's the only money we have is for one. She's like, well, then you gotta pick. Gotta pick between us. Now, this girl, she's definitely had a few zappers in her life, probably that night. Probably within the hour. So I kind of look at the other girl, I'm like, yo, help me out here, like you choose. The one that was already there. She's like, no, you choose. I was like, okay, well, sorry girl that just walked in, but like I'm not feeling it, you know what I mean? Just not feeling it, so you're gonna have to leave. So she storms out all pissed off, swears like crazy, walks out. I look at the girl that's already sitting there, I'm like, wow, that was weird. She's like, oh yeah, she sucks sometimes. I was like, yeah, damn right she does. So I sit back down. She's like, so what do you want? Okay, I don't know what the price is here. All we want is a dance, just for the experience. I know we could have gone somewhere else, but it's like, it's Vegas, you know what I mean? I've been here, my boy hasn't, you know, story to tell. So she's like, well, here's an example. Great, give me one of those. It's all I've been asking for this past, she's been here about 20 minutes by now, making the weirdest small talk. Not even about dogs or anything, just like about like nothing. I don't even remember the conversation because it was so boring. And it was forced too. I knew she didn't like us at all. You could tell, she looked at my face, she's like, this guy sucks. So anyway, she's like, and I'm gonna try to be real regular here when I say this. She's like, well, I can do this. Y'all know what I mean. I can do this. If you guys are like listening and like on a different tab, come over for a second. She's like, I can do this for $100 each. And I was like, oh my God, bro. I look at my buddy, I'm like, what the hell? My budget was like $150. I was like, all right, sweetheart, I don't think it's gonna work out. Like, this isn't gonna work. That's ridiculous, first off, I said that. I was just like, this is what? This is nuts. You guys should have told me this. So she gets all pissed off. She's like, well, what the hell do you guys think you're doing then? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me why you didn't give me prices up front. So I started like kind of like not raising my voice like that, but she already had a little bit. She was already getting pissed off. So I was like, hey, you gotta leave. And all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. She starts swearing at me, not my buddy. She didn't have it out for my buddy. I'm just kind of I'm very sassy with girls. With guys, I'm very upfront and confrontational if they're being confrontational with me. But if it's a girl, I'm not gonna be confrontational. But if you're being sassy to me, I'm gonna be sassy back, which they really hate. So I was being real sassy, man. I was like, I don't know, like this is just a bad decision, obviously on our part, and I guess yours now. You gotta go. I got stuff to do, you gotta go. This isn't gonna work out. So she gets real mad. She's like, okay, well, at least pay for my gas money. I got no money here. So I just gave you $100. What do you mean you got no money? She's like, that all goes to my team or my clan or my whatever. This all goes to the Horde or the Alliance, whatever team she's rocking with. World of Warcraft joke. So I was like, I don't know what I can do. She's like, hey, well, you can chill with me for 50 bucks. I don't want to chill with you. We already hate each other. You don't like me, clearly. And I honestly don't want to talk to you anymore. Everything I'm saying right now, I'm actually saying. I was like, I'm very uncomfortable. I just paid $100 to get yelled at. She's like, I'm not yelling at you. And she yelled at me. Hey, we just got to call it quits. So she keeps offering more. She's like, I can do this for $1,500. I'm like, are you not hearing what I just said? I don't have that money. Well, how much do you have in your bank account? At that point, I'm like, hey, this isn't going anywhere. We're about to get robbed. Long story short, she finally gets up. She's like, you're paying for my gas. And she starts walking towards me. I'm like, no, I'm not. Guess you are. I was like, no, I'm not. And then she's like, hey, fine. Well, you know, the hotel, if you don't pay me, is going to charge you $250 at checkout, like once you leave. I was like, no, they're not. It doesn't work that way. Like, you have to work with the hotel. And I know you're not working with the hotel. And also, there was no written contract with the text in your company, because I do this with email. Once I write something with the company, we agree. It's how it works. There's no written anything here. There's no written agreement. So you can't do anything. She's like, well, I can. Okay, you gotta leave now. In like kind of a joking way. Once again, I'm not mad at all. I'm just trying to say things for like funny things. She got mad. She kicked the chair over. My buddy and I started bursting out laughing. Oh God. At this point, she's like swearing as she goes out. She's like, this is your last chance to pay me. I was like, this is your last chance for me to say no. And then she walked out. Anyway, that was our experience. I don't know how much time that took me to tell it. Nothing happened. Once again, I was only looking for a dance, crazy. Yeah, the next night I got snuffed in the nose by some guy we met. He was on something, and we were chilling with them for like 8 hours. It was like from 2 in the morning to like, I don't know, like 10 in the morning. And all of a sudden he got in a fight with some guy, and I tried to like pull him off the guy, or I tried to pull the guy off him. He got mistaken that I was the guy trying to fight him. He hit me in the nose. I was like, what are you doing? I got real mad at him. Then he hit me in the jaw. Like, didn't dislocate it, but it like popped out. So I had to pop it back in. I got really mad. I went after him. Then his boy's like, dude, it's okay. He's messed up. And I was like, all right, man, it's cool. It's cool. I know it was a mistake. So we were like not boys after that, but that's how I got snuffed. Anyway, those are only 2 of the stories. Not to mention the 2 security guards that kicked me out both times, came back. That was easy. Anyway, that was Vegas in a nutshell. In a real small nutshell, bro. We had a big ass Easter egg in this one that I could have broken open on story, but I'm not trying to make this 30,000 minutes. Anyway, that was the story. That's what happened. I thought it was funny. But yeah, that was Vegas. And sorry for not vlogging there, but once again, also, I never get a vacation where I don't vlog. That was probably my first in years that I haven't actually vlogged on vacation, so that was cool. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching. Hopefully you dug the story. Everything in that was 100% truthful. You could ask my boy T if you want to, but I don't think you should. He probably doesn't want people to know. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Blow.